is still in town here, advised the city that that wasn't the best idea. Right now, in recent years, there's been talk of repurposing it, have a playground or a fountain. Of course, having a fountain would totally disturb that, what we're thinking is a mound. So why not repurpose it to remind people here of our history? There's a kind of attitude, in my opinion, here of like nothing ever happens in Platteville. But in the currents of history that ran through the rest of the country ran through here, and no place I know of are they more concentrated than Indian Park, this one small piece of land. As city managers, other city personnel, and city council people come and go, the history has been lost in the shuffle. Many of us here, and I'm among them, are not from Platteville. We didn't grow up hearing stories about it, and so the stories get lost. So I think it's time to get the history of it carved in stone and shown its proper respect, so that people who grow up here can learn about it in school, people like me who move here can learn about it. When we gave our last presentation back in February, Laurie Graney read to you from an article that was in the Sunday, February 23rd edition of the Telegraph Herald called "The Mounds Along the Mississippi River." We ended our first presentation with the last few short paragraphs of that very nicely written article. Due to much of our presentation today being about the conical mound and other burials in the park, I find it appropriate to read these same lines that Laurie read to end our presentation at that time. Makes no difference what race or culture, what we're talking about are our ancestors. And so the article reads, I try to be cognizant of cultural appropriation these days. I make no assumptions about the lives and ways of the indigenous peoples who built these mounds. Instead, I focus on what I believe we hold in common, though it often bears repeating, reminding, and reteaching. And that is, the land that holds our dead is sacred. That the land that bears and cradles our lives is sacred, and sacred lands should be treated with reverence. We hope that soon proper authorities will decide to recognize the park as an area of local historic significance so its past can be known and appreciated by all in this area. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day. Please cut off the end where I apologize for going on and on.
That's right.